Hello dear students, welcome back to the class. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter 9. The name of the chapter is the Industrial Revolution. I think this term Industrial Revolution you have already learnt. Those who all are from CBSE background, you might be knowing that from class 5 onwards we have been learning about this term Industrial Revolution. What is this Industrial Revolution? The term Industrial Revolution stands for the transformation of industry and economy in Britain in the later half of almost 18th century. And it is associated with the new machines, or technologies and the organization of production. Moreover, like animal and manual power was also replaced by new machines, and the machines of steam power, then cottage industries by factories, hard work was replaced by machine work, artisans were replaced by the capitalist factories and owners and the wage labor. Now, as I just now said that it was the transformation of industry, especially in Britain. The question comes, why Britain? Now, Britain was the first country to experience modern industrialization. What are the reasons for it? There might be few reasons, like unlike other European countries, for example, France, Britain was politically stable with England, Wales, Scotland, and unified under a monarchy. Other reasons can be like in Britain, agricultural revolution and enclosure movement preceded industrial revolution. And the landless farmers who migrated to towns in large numbers provided cheap, abundant wage labor to work in factories. Now, because a huge amount of laborers were available, and that also they were not willing to work in the farms or as farmers, so they were willing to work in the factories. So that provided a huge manpower. Now, Britain's unrivaled power in overseas trade enabled accumulation of vast profits, which provided necessary capital for investment, because if you are investing in, you are setting up industries, you need money. So that was also available in Britain. Now, common laws, a single currency, a market not fragmented by local taxes, use of money as medium of exchange, all these worked in favor of Britain and Britain's advantage. Now, there was an emergence of London as center of global trade also. And because of this, there was good network of navigable rivers and an indented coastline with sheltered bays enabled good and cheap mode of water transport. So, because there was a center which was very, very popular for trading, the coastlines available for water transportation, so that made Britain very popular to have industrialization. Now, there were around, two different phases of this industrialization. The period between 1780 and the 1850s is generally regarded as the first phase, and after 1850, the second phase of Industrial Revolution. What is the difference? In the first phase, the far-reaching changes were basically in cotton, iron, coal mining industries, and use of steam power led to faster forms of transportation by ships and railways. And what happened in the second phase? In the second phase, Britain fell behind and lost its position as the world's leading industrial power. And it was overtaken by whom, do you know? It was overtaken by Germany and then USA. And in this phase, new areas like the chemical and electrical industries expanded. Now, there are few consequences also of these industrialization. What are the consequences when it happened? That a center of economic life shifted to cities, earlier which were the urban areas were not so much highlighted because most of the places were agricultural based places, and farmers were all from the rural areas. But because there is a shifting of the farmers becoming laborers, and that to industrial laborers, and the establishing of industries in the urban areas, so there was the economic life shifted from the rural areas to the cities, and new cities and towns that grew were important more as center of industry than as any political or administrative center. So during this industrialization period, whichever cities were coming up, they were not coming up as an administrative center or a political center, but they all were coming up as an important trading centers. And increase in share of industrial production in the total national income also increased. And along with this, later on we will be discussing in detail, there were a lot of other problems. There were problems of pollution, there were problems of population, because there was pollution, and there were so many other problems which cropped up. Social, economic problems were also there, which we will be discussing later on. Now, how this industrial revolution affected the life of people. Now, this industrial revolution, it created a class of rich individuals, which were known as capitalists. Who were the capitalists? Owners of the industries. And these people who invested money in industries, because they had the money and they established these industries, they invested their money with the sole motive only, that is the profit, to make profit. And they were called the capitalists. And those who worked in these industries were wage earners or workers or laborers, you can say. Now, industrialization had seen the other side also. There were petty crimes, thefts, drunken brawls, street fights. These were some of the evils that were, spreading everywhere, and very difficult to be controlled. There were ties between members of the households loosened, and women of upper and middle class families faced increasing isolation. And I will be discussing about the status of women separately. And those women who worked for wages had some control over their lives, but this was more than offset, because the women were always humiliated, and the humiliation was in terms of work they endured. The children they lost at birth or in early childhood, and the squalid urban slums that industrial work compelled them to live in. So there were a lot of changes. It was not only all good. There were also few problems which cropped up because of industrial revolution. So later on we will be also discussing about the coal and iron industries, how it got spreaded up. Cotton spinning and weaving. We will be talking about very important for you to learn, and to also for the examination to be marked up, that the flying shuttles loom, then the spinning jenny, the water frame, the mule, all these, how they were invented, power looms, and then coming up to the steam power, canals and railways, how got advanced during that time, and all these, how they changed the lives of the people of Europe, basically from Britain to other like Germany, and then coming up to USA. So we will be continuing with the class tomorrow. Have a nice day, children. Thank you so much.